The man who found the end of the world. The Flat Earth Society has many members all around the globe. The irony of that statement was lost to Jeff, a 57-year-old man still living with his mom. He was very much into conspiracy theories, so much so that they consumed his entire life. He rattled on and on to anyone who wanted to listen about interdimensional vampires, demons, and lizardmen trying to take control of the world. Secret societies, chemicals in the water, turning the frogs gay, 5G networks spreading a virus just like 4G and 3G networks before them. Jeff, of course, always kept his tinfoil hat on except for when he was working. It was amazing how he managed to keep a job. Somehow he believed Bush was doing 9/11 by hologram planes, explosions, or whatever. It did not matter to Jeff. If it was not in the mainstream media, he didn't believe it. But in fact, he would believe anything. Even when one conspiracy told him left was right and the other one told him right was indeed right, he would always come up with some twisted logic to make them both believable at the same time. These were mostly harmless though. One theory, more than the other, struck a chord with old Jeff. The Flat Earth theory. He knew it was true, it must be. He could feel the Earth being flat. Jeff had, of course, never been on an airplane, nor did he believe in the moon landings. He hated NASA more than anything. He just knew that space was fake and NASA took tens of millions of taxpayers' dollars every year just to sit around doing nothing. Why would anyone do such a thing, his mother often asked, visibly irritated with her overgrown child. The answer was simple but yet brilliant, Jeff said, to sell globes. If the Earth was flat, they could not sell globes. Such a devious scheme, he thought. His mom and co-workers often insisted that they would just simply sell maps or models of this flat Earth. But that was such crazy talk, and Jeff knew it. Sometimes he wondered if his boss and co-workers were in fact reptilian overlords in disguise. Maybe they had even gotten his mom. But he just knew that the Earth was flat, and he knew how to prove it. He would prove it if it was so the last thing he ever did. He had figured out where the end of the Earth was, and would travel there. I can't tell you where it is, but he could travel there by boat. After years of saving up money from work, he finally was ready to make his great expedition. Jeff traveled by car, train, and boat, across the sea, across the borders. Finally, he got off the ship. He had traveled by foot from there, and for a long time. But he was prepared. He had a tent and plenty to eat and drink. He would make it, he thought. And he did. After a long journey, he was finally there. The end of the world. Jeff did not care. This was the proudest moment of his life. He had proven everybody wrong. Madman they had called him. But where were they now? He looked down from the edge of the world into the abyss below. And suddenly a kick from a black boot kicked him off. Who was this mysterious enemy? Jeff would never know the answer. But before his untimely demise, he would see a sight so wondrous, a sight no living man has ever seen, a sight that made it all worth it. The turtle of enormous girth, on its back it held a flat earth. The turtle smiled at Jeff as he continued to tumble down into the dark void. Under the turtle was another turtle, and another turtle, and another turtle, and so on. Jeff wondered if there was turtles all the way down, each one holding a different earth. Unfortunately for Jeff, his oxygen ran out before he could find out the true answer.